So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor pushing through the contact. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs can open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
And really, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game from offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They start the drive with White, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 43.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
1st down, here's White. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the right side here with White. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 34. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. To throw is Watson. And he finds Danny Amendola. Sheds off the tackle. Touchdown, Texans. Danny Amendola, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Folk connects on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On play action, Wentz. Looking deep for Hilton. It got his man complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for Indy. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. On play action, it's Wentz. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 2nd and 9, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Watson on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On second down, it's White. White's got a first down and more. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. On for the extra point is Folk. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Let's go!
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
I got trips this side. We got three.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They go play action. Now Ellinger. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And he'll find Pittman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys have the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To the right side, this is Taylor. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A give for Taylor running right side. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. On the return, Tremont Smith. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Set to take over again, Deshaun Watson and this Texans offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, Just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. On 2nd and 9, Watson. He gets it to James White. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Let's go.
They go with the empty set there, 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Here's a toss right side with White. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And some room to maneuver. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. James White with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Folk. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive guy,
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Come on. Yeah, buddy.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
Here we go.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Looking for Campbell downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's Smith to return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily, when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay in sack number 6 now for him on the year. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Going right side is White. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Henry Ruggs, as the first half is winding down. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. So here are the Colts to take over. They were losers a week ago to Baltimore, but they lead things here as they start 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Wentz. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game. We're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coach is screaming from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. On second down and 4. Watson, and he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Quiddy Pay, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
And Folk's kick is good. And that gets them back within 10. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see that.
He's got it with the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down the 1.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll look to run with Taylor, and he'll get into the end zone. A touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here's Smith to return it. And able to get this out to the 25.
Come on, let's go!
The Texans back out there and ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because
rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Brooks. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. To try again after the sack. Watson, and his throw is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins, 83 yards, and the Texans cut into that lead. Full connects on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes. Stage. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. Dances by him, and the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And the pass complete, this one to Danny Amendola. Touchdown! Danny Amendola with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Now Folk for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
We got this.
Indy set to go on offense once more. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 72 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Again, it's Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. On 1st down, it's Watson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Julian Blackmon in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Third and long. It's Watson. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems. And this qualifies as a big problem.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality? He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 37. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Wentz now on first down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Here's Campbell. 37 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here's Smith to return it. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Jordan Brooks in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. After the sack under pressure, and they got to him again. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson a give. This is Johnson. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And this is caught right along the sideline. Good job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll get this one to Pittman. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
Let's go!
Houston's offense taking over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Quiddy Pay in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air yet again, Watson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Colts pick it up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Throwing on third down, Watson. He's got Akins, the tight end. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return is Hines. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those